Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So as promised in last week's vlog, I am back with a video on a Sunday. Yay! I just filmed this makeup tutorial. It's super simple, but it was requested. I do use the new Becca Be The Light face palettes. I have both light to medium and medium deep. Yeah. And that happened because my dad ordered me the medium deep one for my birthday, but they sent me the wrong one. So they sent the correct one and I got to keep the wrong one. But they both work for my face. So you'll see that I use both of them. Honestly, I feel like my skin just looks so nice and glowy. Hopefully it shows up on camera. Apologies for the lighting, it did dip in and out of sunniness and things like that. I'm trying to think if there's going to be anything I maybe forget whilst I was doing the voiceover. I did forget to apply my brow stuff, which is the Glossier Boy Brow. I do usually put that on after I put a little bit of the Iconic cushion. But yeah, I really don't do a lot to my brows because I got them microbladed. My highlight, in case I forget, is just the W7 Hollywood Bronze and Glow. My boyfriend's mum actually got me that. Probably not something I go for, but just for an everyday slight highlight, not over the top, it is really nice. And on my lips I have MAC Patrick Star with Yash, just in case I forget when I've done the voiceover, because I'm probably sure I probably will forget something when I do the voiceover. But yeah, if you would like to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I filmed this a few days after getting my microdermabrasion facial done, so my skin always flares up like a few days later and then it calms down and glows really good. So I applied the Eve Taylor Soothing Moisture Lotion just because it's a really nice moisturiser. I had actually applied like the thickest layer of this earlier in the day, but I needed some more because my skin goes so dry after I get the microdermabrasion done. So I took the Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral as my eye primer and just blended that in with a Real Techniques sponge. I then took the Cordy Air Spun powder and just set that in place. That is my favourite translucent powder, and that is one of my favourite ways to prep my eyes for any eyeshadow, whether I just put on a little bit of bronzer or not. Just makes it a really nice clean base. So I'm going to take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. That is like my literally go-to every day. I am so excited. I managed to get my hands on the Vault collection. It will actually be arriving tomorrow, but when you watch this it would have arrived on Friday. So take that first light beige shade, use that as my first transition colour. This look is super simple. I then take the one right next to it on the same brush and deepen it up a little bit. I then change to get a smaller brush and I take the mustardy shade and put that kind of in the same spot but a little bit lower. And I then get the Tarte Amazonian Clay palette and the shade Stone. And then I just blend that all together with that same brush that I used the lighter shades with. I then take the shade Sand on a flat brush and I use that to lighten my eyelids. This colour makes such a difference to your eyelids. It's really good. I do also use it to highlight my brow bone. Like, considering it's darker than the shade Solstice in the palette, it makes so much more of a difference. I then take a little bit of the bronzer in the shade Timber and focus that on the outer V, and then once I've just put like the majority on the outer V, I blend it all the way through my crease. And then I take the shade Sand on that same flat top brush and just dust that underneath my brows for a little bit of a highlight. And then I'm going to take the MUA concealer slash, looks just like the Pro Base full coverage concealer to tidy up the edge of that eyeshadow, just to make it nice and sharp. And then just blend that in with the Real Techniques sponge. Can you please ignore my nails? I've had the most stressful week at work ever and just peeled off all my gel polish. Like, they look a mess. And then I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. So I put that all over my face, and then I take a little bit of the Clinique Beyond Perfecting, and I kind of use that as my concealer, just for like a little bit of added coverage and highlight where I need it. But it's like the world's smallest colour difference, so it's not that much of a highlight. The Clinique one is like a foundation and concealer in one, so that's why I do use it as a concealer. Just because it's as full coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's not as drying, if that makes sense. So I'm then going to take the Be a Light face palette by Becca and use the Brighten powder from the light to medium to set my under eyes. I put that on my nose and then the centre of my forehead. Then I take medium deep and I take the blur powder from that one and set the rest of my face. And if you're wondering what brush I'm using, I take that on a Sigma large powder brush. I then take the bronzer from the light to medium face palette and bronze my face where I usually would. And then I go into the medium deep palette and take the bronzer from that, and I really like a small contour brush and I contour with the powder from the medium deep palette. Honestly, like, I've never been so high maintenance in my life, but I'm obsessed with these two palettes. And then I take that same bronzer from the medium deep and contour my nose. And then I take the blush from the medium deep one. I switch up between the two blushes because I like them both, but this day I went with the medium deep one. I then take the shade Ember from the Tarte palette and use that on my lower lash line and just blend it up into the top a little bit. Then curl my lashes. And then I'm going to take the iconic cushion, Sculpt and Boost eyebrow cushion, if you want to know the proper name. And I literally just fill in my brows a little bit at the front, like the top bit of the arch, and just make them a little bit longer. But that is literally it. Like, sometimes I just fill in the front and then put on my boy brow and I'm good to go. But it just depends on how careful I've been when applying my makeup, because I probably should just take micellar water and wipe over my eyebrows and I wouldn't need to do anything. I then take the Fenty Fly Liner in the shade Kazan Black and I do my wing. I'm going to put it out there. This is the best liquid eyeliner ever. Like, it does not budge. Like, I have to scrub my eyes to get it off, and sometimes there's still a little bit of residue. Like, it's intense. And my wings are so sharp that I'm literally asking a bish where my money is, because I could cut it with my eyeliner. It's so good. Then take the Ico Black Magic Mascara, put that on my lower and top lashes. I usually mix it with another mascara, but I couldn't find it, so I just went with this by itself. It does the job. My lashes aren't anything special, but it just like removes any pigment from eyeshadow. And then I just take the highlighter from this W7 palette that I have. And then for my lips, I'm going to take the MAC Patrick Star Mama Star lipstick and kind of use that as like an lip liner slash outer edge shade. And I'm then going to take matte lipstick in Yash and just put that on the middle. So excited to get the MAC Jamie Genevieve lipstick. Chloe's bought it me because she's such a good cousin. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you tomorrow with a vlog. Bye.